Hello, I'm Mountain Lion Television Coordinator Mike Baker. This is an exciting time at Mountain Lion Television as we add the first of a few new programs. Today, The Lion's Den, a sports talk show for Mountain Lion and Lady Lion fans, returns to the air after a lengthy hiatus. The original Lion's Den program premiered early in the 25-year history of MLTV. At that time, it aired on local public access television. Like this new version, it featured interviews of AAHS athletes, coaches, staff, and more. This reboot moves the show to YouTube, bringing the Lion's Den into the modern era. The show is produced and directed by Altoona Area High School students. Without their hard work, this show would not be possible. Look for new episodes most Fridays at noon. If you enjoy the program, please like the show and subscribe to the MLTV channel. Throughout this school year, MLTV will add additional programming that focuses on topics other than sports. And like the Lion's Den, those new shows will be produced by AAHS broadcasting students, giving voice to the interests and views of the current generation. Thank you for watching this episode. We hope you will become a regular viewer. And now, the premiere episode of The Lion's Den.
Welcome to the Lion's Den. I'm your host, Gavin Dunkle. The Lion's Den focuses on AAHS athletics. Each episode will feature at least 2 varsity sports. You'll hear from athletes, coaches, staff, and more. On this episode, we'll talk football and boys soccer. We'll be right back with AAHS football head coach, Vince Nedimyer. Welcome back. The AAHS football team currently has a record of 2-3, with both wins coming on the road. We're joined by Coach Nemire. Coach, welcome to the Lion's Den.
Glad to be here, Gavin. Thanks for having me.
So, CD East, we won 14-0. What was the key to that victory?
Really, I think it was our defense. They've been playing really well the last couple weeks. They did a really nice job of recognizing formation and, you know, some of the things and the tendencies that CD East did, especially with number 11. He was our focal point. If he was attached to a formation, we kind of figured it was run. If he was not, we knew it was pass. Our coaches did a great job with the game plan, and we did just enough of what we needed to do offensively, you know, to win the game. So just really proud of both sides of the ball, but especially our defense.
So you guys are passing way more. What has changed?
I think, you know, we've always kind of wanted to evolve a little bit. We knew, you know, when I first got hired, I was a little bit of a hard head in terms of, you know, I thought we really needed to run the football and be able to stop the run. I still believe in those things. You know, we're fortunate to have, as I've told the team, probably as much skill as we've had in the 7 years that I've been the head coach here. Kid who's coming on later, Parker White, has been an integral part of that at the quarterback position, and that's a position that we need a kid that's athletic and be a little more dynamic with the things that we're doing. We're still running a lot of the same stuff. It just may look a lot different because we're in the shotgun, but we are throwing the ball a decent amount more too. So, you know, when it works, it's really good. You know, whenever the drives are a little short sometimes, it's tough on our defense, but we've definitely gotten better with each week.
So after last week, what adjustments have you made?
Oh, man. We really preach the same things, and, you know, you being a player, unfortunately, we don't have you this year. You know that we try to keep it as simple as we can and do the same things each and every week. Offensively, Coach Camberg, he tries to add some wrinkles here and there for, you know, what we're going to see, especially this week coming up with Bishop McDevitt, which I'm sure we'll talk about, and some of the things that they do, but just adding some wrinkles here and there. And then defensively, we try to remain the same there, be able to get lined up, play fast, and not have to think.
So what's the biggest thing you want the team to execute this game?
You know, offensively, I think we need to slow down. I think we need to do our best to keep, you know, Bishop McDevitt off the field. We had a pretty honest conversation with the team yesterday in terms of who Bishop McDevitt is. They're a good football team. They're, the reigning 5A state championship team, and they have a lot of kids back. So the reality is they're a really good football team. And, we continue to preach to our kids that we believe, as coaches, we believe we have the skill in the room to compete. And we've been saying that, ever since you've been in the program and everybody in it. And we do believe that. When we execute and when we do the things that we're coached to do, we've been in games. And, especially offensively, slow down, keep them off the field, get first downs, and see what happens.
So it's a home game. So how important is momentum to you in this matchup?
It'd be really nice to get a win at home. We've played, some of our best football on the road, and sometimes that's what, you think is the more difficult thing to do, is to go on the road, the 2-hour trip. But maybe for whatever reason, we've been a little more focused on the road, and that's neither here nor there. We can't put our finger on why that is. But yeah, the momentum of a win coming back, it looks like it's going to be a decent night on Friday again. It's AFL night, so there'll be 100, little guys running around that really look up to all you guys. And, it should hopefully be another special night. And we just, got to continue to do the little things that we've been preaching all year long.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Coach Nedimyer. 2 football players will join us after this look at the upcoming sports schedule.
Here's a look at upcoming Mountain Lion and Lady Lion games. Both the girls and boys golf team travel to Northford, Connecticut next week. On the girls' side, the girls soccer team travels to Middletown on Saturday, September 27th. The Lady Lion tennis team participates in District 6 double play on September 30th. Also on the 30th, the Lady Spikers travel to Cumberland Valley. The girls and boys cross-country teams are in Carlisle. The boys soccer team faces Middletown on Saturday, part of a soccer doubleheader with the girls team. The Mountain Lion football team brings the action to Mansion Park against the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders Friday, September 26th at 7 p.m. Get out and support the Lady Lions and Mountain Lions.
Parker White and Logan Wuckovich are here to discuss more Mountain Lion football. Thanks for joining us on the Lions Den.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, thank you.
So after a close game last year, what's the key to getting over the hump against Bishop McDevitt?
I don't really think they're prepared for the triple option as much as they were. We just got to get over that hump of the slump we've been kind of in and lock in offensively and just go out there and play.
So in a big game like this, how do you guys stay calm?
Meditation's key, I believe. Praying helps it definitely a lot in a big game like this.
So looking at the team's chemistry this year, how would you guys describe it?
I think we have a good chemistry. I think we have a big bond. We're all brothers. We all love each other.
What's one thing about the team that the people can't see from the outside?
How much hard work we actually put in. The coaches help us a bunch. No one ever sees that. How much impact they have on us. How great of the guys they are.
Now, how do you balance having fun while also staying focused throughout the week?
Yeah, it can be challenging, but I think there's a time and a place for everything, and I just think when you're able to have fun, and then when you gotta be able to focus up.
How important is starting fast in this matchup?
Offensively and defensively, it's very important. We gotta offensively, if we get that ball first, we gotta go down there and score, and then defensively, if they start, it's just force a 3 and out.
Definitely.
What is it about this season that feels different from last year?
I would say the brotherhood. I just feel like we're a lot closer. We like to have fun at practice, but when it's game time, we're locked in 100%.
So overall, you guys feel more connected?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite pregame ritual? Anyone? Are you guys superstitious at all?
No, not really. Just kind of go out there and play the game.
How about you?
I pray with my grandmother's rosary. That's about it.
What would you say your guys' favorite pregame meal is?
I'd probably have to go Subway.
What do you get there? Let me hear it. Take me through the order.
All right, so I usually get the ultimate BMT on herbs and cheese. Then I get some lettuce, some tomatoes, some red onions, some banana peppers, and then I'm usually making a meal deal. Get some chips and a drink.
You ever try the cookies?
The cookies are good.
Cookies are pretty good. How about you?
I don't eat before a game.
Okay. All right. Now, who spends the most time in the mirror pregame?
Yo, you know this.
It'd have to be Jarrell.
Jarrell.
Is he just getting himself ready for the game? Or?
Yeah. There's a couple other people that like to spend a lot of time there, but I think it's Jarrell.
Now, this one was a social media question. It's basketball versus football. So if each sport had to wear Crocs and they couldn't wear cleats or basketball shoes, who do you think would do better?
I think basketball players. I mean, I play basketball myself, and I've tried to run around on a football field in Crocs. It doesn't go well, but I think I could go out there and play a basketball game in some Crocs.
I agree. I don't think you're able to do it on a turf field. You're slipping around too much.
What if you put them in sports mode?
You're still slipping, man.
Yeah.
Or you could get the Lightning McQueen Crocs.
I don't think the Lightning McQueen Crocs are going to help you.
Good luck tonight against Bishop McDevitt. We'll talk boys soccer when the Lions Den returns.
Don't miss a minute of great MLTV programming like the Lions Den and live sports. Be sure to like this video and click the subscribe button below. Help us grow viewership by sharing our links and events to social media. Thanks for being an MLTV viewer.
AAHS boys soccer coach Travis Young joins us on the Lions Den. Coach Young, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
So you guys have dropped the last few games. How do you guys plan on getting back in the win column?
We have a mantra on the team, take one game at a time. And that's kind of the philosophy and how we approach each game. So yeah, the recent games have not gone in our favor, but we're playing much, much better. So we've got one coming up this weekend that we're very excited about, a tough competition in Middletown. We will approach it the same that we've approached to every game, one game at a time, 1-0 is our mentality.
So against Middletown, what's your game plan to control the possession?
The same that it's been for the last few games. We started the season slowly in terms of how we wanted to possess the game and the ball. And I think for us, we've been working hard in practice on moving some guys into some different positions, but really getting back to the style of play that we want within the Mountain Lion program, and that's controlling time of possession, controlling the ball, and working for great opportunities. So we'll continue to do that on Saturday, and hopefully we have more goals than they do at the end of the day.
So speaking about goals, what do you think is the key to creating chances against them?
Again, just taking our opportunities and making the most of them. You get a handful of shots throughout a game. You want to make sure that those are at least challenging the goalkeeper so that he's having to make a save or trying to keep the ball out of the back of the net. So if we can take our chances that we're given and put them on frame, we stand a good chance of putting them in the back of the net.
What do you want to see most from your team's energy and discipline?
Much more of the same over the last two games. We've come together as a team. We're starting to play much better. We're starting to gel much better. Some of the younger guys are starting to mature. But again, it all comes down to doing the right things in the right moments. And so for our guys, it's what have they had success with in the past, and building upon that. And the things that haven't worked all that great, let's put those away and focus on moving forward.
So in your eyes, which one of your players have stepped up as leaders?
It's a great question. I think obviously my two senior captains have done a great job. But outside of that, we've got a lot of guys that have found their voice late in the season. And leadership for us on the soccer team isn't necessarily being the loudest or most vocal. It's can we lead through example? Can we lead through how we're doing things in practice? The things the coaching staff want to see, are they the ones that are implementing that? And, we've had a lot of guys from 9th grade all the way through seniors that have stepped up and really shown their leadership over the last couple of games.
What would you say so far has been your toughest match, and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, that's a great question. They've all been tough, to be honest with you. We've learned valuable lessons through just about every single one. Our game against Hollidaysburg was probably the toughest so far, physically and mentally. It was just a great game back and forth. We went down early, we had to fight back, and in that game, ultimately we were able to find the game winner really late in overtime. But that game showed our team that if you don't stop and you don't give up, anything is truly possible in this sport. So.
Now, through a long season, how do you keep the team at the top of their game?
Keep them fresh. It is a long season, to your point. And we've got to build in rest days. We've got to build in opportunities for them to, have fun but still progress, right? There's things we want to work on. We haven't reached our potential yet, which is, I think, a good thing from a coaching perspective. So just making sure that they're locked in, understanding the bigger goal of the season and not necessarily focusing so much on the things that aren't going right, but more so what's working and how do we continue to improve on that.
So what would you say are the team's goals moving forward?
Continue to improve, obviously. Let's get a few more games in the future into the win column. But continuing to build on the things that are working, right? Trusting the process, I think, is a good way to put it. They're there. They just have to believe in themselves. And with having a young team that we do this year, learning how to win is an absolute game changer, right? And so they are learning that process, that what it takes, that winning is hard at this level. And you can't just show up. You've got to show up and do the right things. And I think that for us, getting them that next step of turning some of these really close games into wins would be crucial.
Well, thank you for joining us, Coach. We'll be back after this look at our recent scores.
The girls' golf team won at Phillipsburg, Osceola, 148-143. The Lady Booters traveled to Billtown to take on the Millionaires, putting a 1-0 victory in the bank. The girls' tennis team won the Mountain Lion Invitational, while the volleyball team fell at rival State College in straight sets. Last weekend was the cross-country Altoona Invitational, where the girls' team finished in second place overall. The football team improved its record to 2-3, with a 14-0 win over Central Dauphin East on the road. Both Mountain Lion wins this season have come on the road. The boys' golf team recently defeated Central Mountain 321-327. The boys' soccer team fell at Williamsport 3-4. Finally, the boys' cross-country team took third overall at the Altoona Invitational.
Jace Black and Colin Etters, welcome to the Lions Den.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So, what has been the team's mindset heading into this match?
Just get it done.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're on a solid losing streak, but I think we need to bounce back from it. That's our whole mindset coming into this game. The kids we're getting mad. We haven't won in a while, and that's our main focus right now. Taking it one game at a time, as our coach Trav said, and that's what we're focused on right now.
What's been the key to shutting down opposing teams' attacks?
Yeah, I think that deals a lot with our defense, but that's what people think. It deals just with our back line and our goalkeeper, but it starts with the entire team. It starts with the forwards and the midfielders losing the ball. The forwards lose the ball, midfielders back them up. Midfielders lose the ball, back line backs them up. Back line loses the ball. What do we do there? It's just our goalkeeper. So it starts all the way from the top, the whole way to the back. And if we lose the ball up top, it shouldn't even get to the back line. It's got to stay within the midfield, and we got to win it there without them even having a chance at our goal.
What's been the biggest message from your coach?
Let's take it one game at a time,
Yeah. I mean, he says a lot of great words. I mean, but sometimes he says to us all the time, like, sometimes let me know if I get a little bit repetitive, because that's his main thing. Sometimes he says it needs to come from other people. So we, as captains, we try to back him up on those things that he says. But I think for me, and I think Colin can attest to this, the biggest words that he has for us is never let the standard drop. he always reminds us to keep the standard as high as we can, and that's his biggest words of wisdom.
That's right.
It's a good message. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Jace, give me your go-to pregame song.
Well, I mean, I'm not really a music guy. I think I got this theory in my head. It's like music's cheating before the game, but if I'm ever going to listen to any music before the game, it's got to be Polo G. Polo G's my guy. Might be controversial, but I mean, specifically, go-to song, Martin and Gina, without a doubt.
All right. Colin, what's the best atmosphere that you've played in throughout your soccer career?
It's always fun going to Hollidaysburg and whooping their butts. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, throughout everyone on the team, who do you think has the best celebrations?
Man, I would say, let's go with Bilal El
Okay.
Taib.
All right.
I mean, he scores often. He doesn't score too much, but he scores often. He's got a different one every game. He's always the kid thinking about what celebration am I going to do next, whether he scores an absolute worldie or he scores a nice little tap-in. It's the same celebration, like same rate of celebration. Like he just goes crazy after every goal.
So what type of celebrations are we talking about? You know, a simple high five or a dance?
He's hitting dances. I mean, he's hitting like signature celebrations from professional players out in the Premier League.
Okay.
He's hitting. Everybody knows the famous Sue from Ronaldo. That's his favorite by far. He's changing it up every game.
Now, this is a kind of a silly question. Would you guys rather play in the hot or the cold? Colin?
Would you like on that?
Probably cold.
What is
I
that?
feel like I don't get as tired when I have to do that. And don't have to drink as much water, I feel. You know?
Yeah.
You guys
Mouth
wear a
gets
lot
dry.
of, you like to wear a lot of layers when it's cold? Or you just
Not even.
straight t-shirt and shorts?
I'll wear a long sleeve, but
I'm pretty straight t-shirt and shorts guy. I wouldn't necessarily say I like to play in the freezing cold, but that temperature right around 40 to 50 degrees, it's key.
yeah, I don't like when my toes freeze. So
It's
That's
not
true.
good. Doesn't sound fun. Well, good luck on the remainder of the season and into the playoffs. So that's it for the first episode of The Lions Den. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the MLTV YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining us.